For many of the competing shooters in the men's 10-meter air pistol event at the Central American and Caribbean Game qualifiers in El Salvador, Roger Daniel wasn't a name that they would have been familiar with. The 52-year-old, who is a three-time Olympian in the sport, made a triumphant return after an 8-year absence. Daniel just made it through the preliminary stage of the men's 10-meter air pistol event, defeating the Mexican duo of Daniel Llocreza and Carlos Gonzalez to win gold and earning qualification to the 2026 CAC Games. We caught up with the former soldier, now police officer, at the Tucker Valley Rifle Range in Chaguaramas, where the CAC qualifier gold medalist told us about the victory that brought him to tears.
When I fired that last shot there and I won that gold medal, the tears just sort of felt like I couldn't hold it back, because the struggle that I came through for all this time, the fight, it was just so hard. It was unbearable, actually. There are times when I felt like giving up, and I used to ask myself, why am I getting up to even train to keep my body in such a state? Why am I doing this? I keep questioning myself many times.
Daniel explained how he regained the hunger to once again take part on a competitive level after nearly giving up on the sport.
I started back playing hockey, field hockey. That was my first sport I represented Trinidad and Tobago in. And nationally, I have 2 CAC medals, and I went Commonwealth too as well, Pan American Games with field hockey. And I fell back into it, and that gave me back the drive to compete again. But when I heard that we got through to go to the event in the Central American Championships, I was eager, because 7 years I feel like I was starved.
With just over a month of preparation, Daniel mentioned that he was only focused on finishing in the top 16, which would have meant qualification for the CAC Games. Daniel, however, finished 8th in the preliminary round, to his surprise.
I was mentally and physically drained after my match, so I just went to take a rest, and then eventually someone come, amigo, final. I said, what? Final? Yes, final, you in final. I said, what? I finished 6th in my relay, and I had a whole relay of some others. And next thing you know, you're in the final, ocho position. I said, ocho? Yeah, I'm 8th.
Daniel said many of his opponents were left shocked after his gold medal performance.
And every shot I fired after that was mainly 10s, dead center the target. And people were like, how did you do that? Everybody, I fired the last shot and the tears just flowed from my eyes, because I know the journey. It was really a journey, and I thank God. I pray more than ever before. And let me tell you something, you see faith, you have to have faith.
Going forward, the Olympian has his eyes set on regularly competing on the international stage once again.
In our sport, in order to crack your ranking, you have to compete regularly. And that is what I want to do. I want to crack my ranking, my world ranking, back up into the top 10, top 15, top 10. So in the event that, okay, we have CAC Games coming up, we also have CAT Championships, which is the Central American Triangulate, for the qualifiers for Olympics 2028. The first one is next year. So I want to be ready for that as well. We have World Championships next year, and then we have the Pan American Games the following year.
Roger Daniel says he's fully committed on qualifying for the 2028 Olympic Games in Los Angeles. Adrian, Lazar, TTT Sport.